When I was 16, I auditioned for a national music competition. I had spent months preparing, practicing every note, memorizing every lyric, imagining the applause. On the day of the audition, I walked onto the stage brimming with confidence, and promptly forgot half the song. My heart sank. When the results came, my name wasn't on the list. I had failed. At the time, it felt like the end of the world. I was embarrassed, disappointed, and convinced that maybe I wasn't good enough. But years later, I realized that moment taught me more than any success ever could. That failure wasn't a defeat. It was a beginning. We live in a society that glorifies success. We celebrate awards, promotions, milestones, but rarely acknowledge the failures that make them possible. Yet behind every triumph lies a trail of mistakes, setbacks, and disappointments. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is an essential part of it. Without failure, there is no resilience, no innovation, no real progress. Every achievement we admire is built on lessons learned from missteps along the way. Think of Thomas Edison. Before he invented the light bulb, he tried thousands of materials and designs, all of them failures. When asked about it, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Each failure was not a dead end. It was a step closer to discovery. J.K. Rowling faced rejection after rejection before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. These people didn't succeed because they avoided failure. They succeeded because they learned from it and persisted. Failure teaches lessons that success cannot. Success comforts us, but failure challenges us. It forces reflection, adaptation, and improvement. It humbles us and pushes us to examine both our limits and our strengths. Every time we fail, we are offered the chance to refine our approach, strengthen our skills, and develop the perseverance necessary to achieve meaningful goals. I once met a young entrepreneur named Aisha. She opened a small cafe with her savings and her dreams within a year. It failed. Customers didn't come. Her marketing didn't work. And her finances collapsed. She was devastated. But she didn't give up. She reflected on what went wrong, refined her business plan, spoke to former customers, and tried again. 2 years later, she opened a new cafe that quickly became profitable and beloved. When I asked her what made the difference, she said, "My first failure taught me more than any success ever could." That's the power of failure. It provides insight. It gives us data. Every misstep shows us what doesn't work and points toward what might. The challenge is not failure itself, but how we respond to it. Most of us are taught to fear failure, to avoid risk, and to chase perfection. But anyone who has achieved something remarkable has failed countless times. The difference is that they persisted, reflected, and tried again with new knowledge. The people who accomplish great things are not those who never fall. They are the ones who rise every time they fall. Failure is feedback, not a verdict. Each no brings you closer to the right yes. Each closed door teaches you which one to knock on next. Failure is not a statement of inadequacy. It is an opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve. To embrace failure, we must reframe it. First, see it as a lesson, not a judgment. Ask, "What can I learn?" instead of, "Why me?" Second, separate your actions from your identity. You can fail at something without being a failure. Third, act again. Every attempt after failure carries the insight gained from previous mistakes, making the next effort stronger and wiser. Think about your own life. Every skill you've learned, every challenge you've overcome, came with mistakes and setbacks.